As you can see, I'm struggling to get the water up here. But then I was told in the comments that I needed to charge it first by pouring water in the top. So now it's time to add the non-return valve. This is a 1.5 inch non-return valve. The water supply comes in a 1-inch pipe, so I've oversized the non-return valve to ensure that the return valve doesn't become a restriction on the water supply.
I need a fitting for that, and I don't have one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there and a full pipe in between. Okay, the moment of the truth. So this is the first time I've turned this valve on. Wonder why that happened. I wonder why that made that noise.
That sound was the water passing through the non-return valve.
Water went through. Well, that gives me the level of the tank. Oh no, it's leaking. That's what you're supposed to find out, I suppose. That stopped it. So now that non-return valve should work.
Normal retail price of this is about £150. I managed to get it for £50 off eBay. I've just spent the last hour trying to figure out how to assemble this thing. I think I've just about got it.
Oh, look at that.
So we have our cold water, and then what we're going to do is put this here beside it so that we can have hot and cold water on tap. Oh yeah, look at that. Looks very sophisticated. I can barely reach this. I think I did it. I did it! So that's the one with the screw in it. Oh yes, look at that. Beautiful. Lovely. Maneuvering this, and I discovered a crack. So I had a feeling that this mightn't work, but I do have an alternative, but it does mean ordering a part. So back to the drawing board. Next I need to cut a hole in the floor. This panel here of floor
extends up to here, and I built the kitchen on it. And I always intended on cutting a line here so that I can lift up this board. There is the water system, so it carries on that way, and I want to get access to it. Water comes in here. I have a stop valve here that can shut it down if I need to. The water is under atmospheric pressure, all under atmospheric pressure. Then we have to do a little wee-woo back down to here and up into the pump. And the reason we have to do this is because I needed the pump to be here. The reason the pump is here is so that in winter time I can always check it. If it's leaks, it's an easy access point. But also, if it's really, really cold, I can leave the door of this cupboard open to allow warm air to prevent this from freezing. All the pipes are flexible, but this isn't and can get frozen and break. Anyway, the water then is now under pressure, and it goes off and back around, and then goes up to the tap, but also then goes into the boat and heads off towards the calorifier as cold water. This is the returning hot water from the calorifier. Of course, this is unconnected to the calorifier as we speak. However, this unit here is an accumulator tank. It's 24 litres and it keeps everything under pressure. And the reason you'll do that is because you don't need to use the pump all the time. So, and the pump is not on because the pressure from the tank is keeping the water running. So all I need to do now is get the silicone coupler that I have ordered to clasp onto that and onto that, and then we're back in business. And then we have the hand pump in case your electricity goes down, and the regular water supply. If you're wondering why, is there any practical use apart from this being lovely? Yeah, it fills up a cup of water really quickly. So if you just want a quick cup of water, you just go whoop, and you get a cup of water. If you're wondering why I haven't demonstrated it, drinking a cup of water or drinking the water in the tank has been there over a year, maybe 2 years. I literally can't remember when I filled it, but considering the only use I've had for the water is the toilet, the tank is only half full, and there's probably weird things growing in it at this stage. I'm probably gonna run the water down out of the tank and refill it with fresh water and add some hydrogen peroxide just to sterilize it a little bit before I start drinking out of it. I'm going to tidy up now.